This one's gonna be more key jacket specific. Just grip breaking if you're white belt and someone grabs you. Shit, how do I break the grip? This could be a whole instructional on its own. That could be hours long of different grips because there's so many different places to grab the belt, just the pants, just different ways to break. But we're just gonna go over just one thing that's gonna help you just break more grips. And it's just one of those things that's just a concept, okay? So Sophia grabs my collar and I go to grab and I break her grip. If I'm a lot bigger and stronger, sure, I can force this and I can pop it off, okay? But the right way to ensure that you're getting like the most amount of power on the grip break is there's always a little bit of slack on the grip, correct? And what I want to do is take the slack out of the grip first and then do the big break. That applies to every grip. You're grabbing my pants, you're grabbing my belt, wherever. I need to take the slack out first and pop the grip off. I'm just gonna do one example for today. Don't wanna dive too much into it. If she's grabbing the collar, all right, 2 ways you can grab. I can grab double sleeve on her jacket here, okay? Then I am going to first move my body away as I pull her arm away. But I'm not just yanking the grip right away because if they're really strong, they're gonna hold on. I am just slowly cutting the slack out so I feel the tension build here. Once there's tension and there's the maximum amount of tension, then you do an explosive pop of the grip. All right, then you do the motion that most people do initially, which is just to go boom as hard as they can. But if I do that right away, the slack takes away that power. So the slack actually helps her out. If I'm here and there's all this slack and I pop, see how it helps her out? But if I take the slack out, okay, now I pop back and I'm popping back with both forces, with my body popping back and with my hands pushing away. If you're double sleeved, generally, you want to break towards the weak side, so that way. I don't want to break into the grip, right? So double sleeve, I cut the slack out, and now I'm popping it that way, okay? Slack, pop. So when you watch high-level guys and they're slack popping, it might look like they're just yanking and pulling, but it's something you just have to drill so fast that you can, go ahead, we're here, she grabs, I cut the slack out and I pop it off. Grab me for real. She grabs me, I cut the slack out, pop, okay? And remember, to cut the slack out, you can move your body. If I hold her hand here and I just move my body away, the slack is cut out. I don't have to move my body. If I just grab her hand and I move her hand, slack's cut. Now I'm ready to pop. This is especially important against guys with really strong grips, or if they're bigger and stronger than you. If you're not taking the slack out, you're not gonna break the grip. Or you're leaving it up to chance that they might let go, or they might be tired. This guarantees that I take it out. This can be applied anywhere. Okay, if she grabs my sleeve, okay, I'm taking the slack out however I can by rolling the wrists here, okay? Any way I can take the slack out and then pop. So again, there's literally hundreds of different grips, maybe even more. So I'm not gonna cover all of them. What I want you guys to understand is if you get grabbed, take the slack out first. If it's no gi, right? Even if it's gi actually, anytime that they're grabbing here, another option, if they're wearing the jacket here, is we can go right on her thumb. So we'll go a little bit closer so you can see. Okay, so if we're here, I can grab palm to palm. So I'm grabbing on the inside, so switch sides to me. So if she grabs me here, right, I'm grabbing the palm here. Palm, 2, and then look, slack comes out first, then pop. See, because if I just try to pop out, you guys see that slack? That's no good, that's giving her the power. So grab over the thumb, here. This one comes over my fingers. Then look at the slack comes out. It's just a little bit slack, and I pop it off, right? And that slack popping method stays the same whether you're on top or bottom. If I'm on bottom, for example, I really like closed guard, and sometimes you're in closed guard and they hammer down with this grip here, right? And you're trying to move and it's hard to break. So I cut the slack out, and there's tons of different ways to do that. One of my favorite ways is to, again, I grab over her hand, I figure four my grip, right? Now look, I don't just pop it off. Damn, grab it tight, okay? So if I just pop it off, all that slack is helping Sophia to hang on. So instead, I cut the slack out first. Then when all the slack here is gone, it's maximum tension, then I do a big pop, okay? So just something, like I said again, as a white belt, that I wish that people had kind of talked about more, drilled a little more, is grip fighting, which I'm sure they did. And I was a dumbass white belt and didn't listen and wanted to do like badass flying submissions instead. And now that's why I'm here trying to go over the basics with you guys. So cutting the slack out of the grips, right? No matter where you are, whether it's the pants, collar, whatever, there has to be some kind of slack cut out and then a big pop. You'll have a lot more success with your grip break.